guys, so this is an introduction to how to use your PowerWave bag. So we're going to pick up the bag by these handles here, top handles with the overhand grip. So what we do in PowerWave, we follow 5 main axle movements. The first one is always bend and extend. So I'm going to show you a few moves within bend and extend to start with. So we're going to look at a deadlift. So hands, overhand grip. We lower down our legs, dragging the bag up and down, tight through our back, tight through our core, hinging. So let's go through this a few times. This is a classic move. These are all classic moves. Bend and extend here. Let's do one more. So now we're going to move on to an exercise that uses our hamstrings. So this is a good morning. So the bag goes onto our backs. So we hold it nice and firmly into our necks by gripping on the straps here. So we're going to hinge just at our hips, not bending through our knees at all. So we're working our hamstrings here. Oh, a nice stretch down the back of our legs. We keep our back tight. There's no rounding at the back. So squeeze in all your posterior chain muscles here and up again. Go down as low as you can. Good. One more. Nice work. So going on to another move. So this is a bit of more of a heart raiser move. We have our feet nice and wide. We're grabbing the top again, overhand grip, and then swinging the bag through our legs and up overhead. Swing through. Let your eyes follow the bag. Use your hips to bring the bag up overhead. What you can do is bring it to your chest if that's a bit easier. And always breathe out at the top of the move. So we call it a deadlift swing. Good. Let's do 2 more. Well done. So now we're going to do another overhand grip here, a bent over row, another hip hinge movement. So we get into a hinge position, tighten up back, lower the shoulders, and we're going to bring the bag in to our body. Bending at the elbows, keeping the shoulders down, elbows come towards your hips. There we go. So let's do 2 more here. 1 more. And last move within this section is our burpee. We all have a burpee. Burpee is a common factor in my workout. So bag is on the floor. We stand up, our hands go towards the bag, all the way down. The chest comes down to the floor. We stand up, we bring the bag in, and we squeeze our glutes to the top, bag back down, all the way down to the floor, here. And we can lift the bag or we can do jumps, depending on what the instructor chooses. So now we're going to squat lunge. This is the next axle movement we do. So typical squat will be bag on your back. Again, gripping tight, bringing the bag into your neck, toes turned out, and we're squatting here. Nice, up and down, squeeze the glutes to the top, chest up. You lead with the hips going back and push the knees out. Get nice and warm in those legs when we're doing our training. Next, we're going to go into a lunge. So again, the bag can stay on the back. 1 leg forward, 1 leg back, and we're going to lunge down and push up through the front leg. Good, and we can switch legs like so. Strong through your front leg, get your balance. Pulling the bag into your neck as we lunge up and down. Another form of squat is a front squat. So we hold the bag in front, our elbows are under our wrists, we squat down, again, chest up, back straight, push the knees out, and then what we can do is we often push overhead. So we're here, squat to overhead press. Another move that I love doing on the workout, so you'll see them quite a bit. So another form of move is another lunge, using the bag in a different position this time. So we lunge and we bring the bag to our front leg. So like so. We lunge, bag comes down to the front, we push up through the front leg. We switch legs. Just showed you the different grips we can use when we're doing our lunge movements and squat movements. Here, and another move, more lateral move. Bag on our backs, grip it tight, legs open, bit wide, toes turned out, and we move from side to side in your cross-out squat. which is a nice way of opening up through the hips and pushing up the abductors as well. So what's next? We go to our push section. So we will have a bit of pushing. So a lot of our moves will be push-up orientated. So a classic one is a push-up on the bag, and we can add a little rotation too. So you come into your hands or knees, your elbows and wrists are lined up. You push up here, you come onto your toes, into rotation, and look up to the ceiling. You come back round to your push-up position, knees or toes, push up here, hand in the center, and rotate. So you make sure that your head travels over the front of the PowerWave and back up again on the push-up. Next move, we're going to do an overhead push overhead press. We'll grab the PowerWave at the sides this time, gripping here, so the bag is in this position, grip at the sides, elbows under wrists, squeeze the glutes, push the bag up and back over our heads, biceps to ears, back down from the side here, squeeze the bag up, so solid grip under the bag enables you to push it up to the ceiling more effectively, and back down. Let's do a few more. Always breathe out as I push up at the top. Well done. Now we're going to the floor. There's the floor. We're going to use a chest press and add a lateral pull as well. So your lats are pulling the bag, sorry. So we lie on the ground, push our back into the floor, arms out slightly wide, and we push up to the ceiling. So another one of our push moves. Getting onto the floor, using our chest muscles to push the bag up to the ceiling. What we can do here is push, bring the bag in and do a lat pull overhead, back into your chest and up. So working our chest muscles and our backs in the lateral lat pull down. So pulling here, push up to the ceiling. Another one I love, getting involved in using the heavy PowerWaves. So next move, we are going to walking push-up. So we use the bag on the floor this time. We place the bag here in the center. We're coming down to the ground. We're coming into a plank position. We start to the side of the PowerWave. We walk across the PowerWave and we do a push-up. Raise up to the top, walk back over the PowerWave. So we have one arm elevated as we do the push-up, which makes it a little bit harder. Again, you can be on your knees or your toes. Make sure you're walking across the bag steadily. Push up. And we're done. So that's a nice little chest burner. And then one of our favourite push moves, maybe not, it's quite hard, is what we call our log press. So this time we grab the bag in this way with the cross pointing towards the ceiling. A nice strong grip with our open palms. And we're going to push the bag overhead and onto the other side. So push up and over. Squeeze the glutes to keep your body as still as possible. We're going to go all the way up to the ceiling. Good. So this is called a log press. Excellent. One more rep. And back down. So now we're going to our fourth axle movement, which is a pull move. This is an interesting move. This is hard. We're going to do a shoulder raise. So we can have an overhand grip here. And we're going to raise the bag up to shoulder level. And back down again. Again, we squeeze our glutes to keep our body in place. And we're just raising our shoulders up, working those anterior delts. Get them nice and pumped up and toned. Quite a hard move. So make sure you use your breath as well. Breathe out as you push up, as you pull up. There you go. Once more, you reach out, pull the bag up, controlled. Nice little shoulder burn going on just after a few reps. Right, next one is a little bit more interesting in that we're going to the floor and we're putting these straps around our feet for a leg extension. So another pull move. So, watch me what I'm doing. So you put your feet through the holes in the strap, the handles even. Make sure they're comfortable and around your feet properly. We lie on the floor, we grab the backs of our thighs, we lift the bag to 90 degrees, head down, back flat, and we extend our knees opening. Come back to 90 degrees. So we're pulling through our quads to lift the PowerWave up. keeping the bag at 90. So you've got tension in your tummy. When you're at 90 degrees, use your hands to spot your legs. If you're finding this one a little tricky, this is another classic cool move. Working the fronts of our thighs, like this one. One more, bag back down, and we release it quickly as we can. If we're doing a wave 20 class, for example, quick turnaround, 10 seconds. So next move, we're going to do alternating grip. So we're alternating catches. So we swing the bag to one side, we grab the other handle, we swing to the other side, putting the bag across our bodies. Use your legs as well. The swaying action from side to side. Do you like this one? You have to watch what you're doing though. Make sure you grab the handle, let go of the other one, and vice versa. Well done. Like this one. So just different ways we can use the bags in these motions. Right, next pull move. We are using the straps here for a tricep extension. So we're going to grab the straps here, put it around the back of our heads, and we're going to squeeze the glutes. We can have a little kickback stance if we want to, and we're going to bring the bag up, straighten out the elbows, and then bend the elbows. So tricep extension here. Good. From this angle, we try to keep the elbows in as much as we can. Pull the bag up to the top, bend, and then bend. So the opposite move to that is your classic bicep curl pull move. So again, we keep hold of the straps, elbows locked in, arms extended to the bottom. We're going to bend the elbows only to our forearms, all the way back down. We're not going to touch our legs, so squeeze the glutes. We control this move through the whole range of movement. So to forearms, back down here, fully extend. We love a bicep curl. Let's do 5, 4, 3, all the way down 2, and one more. Excellent. So our final section is core rotation moves. So we've got 5 moves to show you here. We're going to start on the floor. We're going to place the bag onto our shins, like so. So watch me. Here we go. So the bag rests on our shins. We have our feet about hip width apart, so there's a nice weight distribution here. We stay at 90 degrees. So there's already tension in our tummies here. And we're going to reach and crunch up to touch the PowerWave. Let's do 5 more here. 3, 4, 5. Classic move. Another one we're going to do is a Russian twist. So a lot of time you would use a weight for this, but we're going to use the PowerWave. We're going to start seated, hinge back slightly, and then rotate our head, follows the PowerWave, and to the other side, reach all the way around. This gets tough after a while. Just do the best you can, but try and keep good form. Rotating through your core, twisting from side to side. Do one more here. Then we're going to go to a classic move again, our plank drags. So this time, the bag goes down here. We switch over to a plank position. We start off with the bag slightly to one side, hands here in front, into our plank, squeeze the glutes, feet slightly apart to keep your balance, and we drag the bag across our body using our obliques. Make sure our shoulders and wrists are lined up, squeezing for our abs, squeezing our glutes, and dragging the bag from side to side, like so. Let's do 2 more. It gets tough as well. But one of my favourite moves. We're going to go into our weighted sit-ups. So, turn over again. We have the bag up here in this grip, open grip. Grip it at the sides. We're going to make sure we're in hip position. We're going to come down to a sit-up. Bring the bag to our chest and then up overhead here. Put your head through the window. Bring the bag back down to your chest and all the way up. Push your feet into the floor as you sit up, and as you come down, don't fully relax, don't let your back arch. You keep your back down, tension in your tummy, squeeze all the way up and down, all the way up and down. You'll get stronger in this position. Use a bag to give you a bit of momentum here as well. Well done. Last move in the core rotate. I'm going to do a standing position here. It's a little bit different from being on the floor for all our core rotation moves. We're going to cradle our bag in our arms, feet about hip width apart, and we're going to twist here. So twisting from side to side. As we twist, there's like a rebound sort of spring motion you should feel. So we're not twisting our waist like this. We're keeping the hips still, and we're twisting through our waist only. This is quite tough as well. Once you get going, you can get this right. So guys, those are our 5 axle movements. An introduction to you on how we use our PowerWave bag. Guys, I hope you found that useful. I'm Coach Cat, and I'll see you at your next workout.